guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having an amazing day. I have this little trash can filled with empty products. Every time it's time for me to film one of these, it's actually like way past time and it's overflowing. So as usual with my empties, I have way too many to talk about. I need to do them more often, so let me know if you guys like these videos, if you want me to just like pile them up like I've been doing, or if you want to see them more frequently, and I can give you probably a little bit more concise of a review of the product too, because my memory is like not the best. I want to say too, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I do have people telling me that they've been unsubscribed. It happens from time to time. I don't really know why, so make sure you're subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to hit that button and also turn on the notification bell. So hopefully you guys get notified when I upload a new video, but I have tons of different types of videos. I'm going to be doing a palette a day weekly roundup of 6 different looks that I've worn throughout the weeks using a different palette every single day for the entire year, so that's gonna be exciting and tiresome. But I hope you guys will enjoy it. I am wearing one of the looks now. I'm getting a little bit ahead, and make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's at Amy_Erica. I'll put it right up here, and there you'll be able to see these looks every single day. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I have actually like newer stuff on top, so I'll be able to give you some good info. But Batiste, every time, baby. So Batiste dry shampoo is one that I pick up a lot. It's really affordable and it's really good at absorbing oil in the scalp. It does have a bit of a white cast. Nowadays it's not as big of a deal, and once I get more blonde toward my root, even less of a big deal. But if you have darker hair, you will see a lot of white cast. It's definitely fixable. If you do enough massaging, it will work itself out, but it is one of those things like right when you spray it on, it's like whoo, your scalp is like white. But I really do love it. It's definitely up there like my top 3 favorite dry shampoos, and I pick it up a lot at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I find these really big cans for like $8 or $9, but they last me a good long while. The tropical one smells amazing, so I really like this one. Next up, this was in my shower. It's the Frank Body Coffee Coconut Scrub. Coconut coffee scrub. So this is a little packet I got in a subscription box. This is really nice. I feel like it's maybe just a teensy bit too expensive, but I will say it's really nice, and it is nicer than my like cheaper options that I have, and I love the smell of it. The coffee, the coconut, it's just amazing. It's a good like wake up if you love the smell of coffee, and I feel like it does a really good job. I love to use this one after I cleanse my skin as kind of like my last step for my body, because it leaves a little bit of this moisture on the skin, but it's not too much. You don't feel oily, but you feel really hydrated afterwards, so I really do love this Frank Body Scrub. 2 things I have to tell you about, because these seemingly unrelated products, I actually have a story. So first up, the Truly Cocoa Cloud Shave Butter. I love this product, and as you can see, it is empty. I actually like put water in there and then like massaged my arms. I actually went for years without actually ever buying like shaving cream, shaving lotion, anything like that, because to me none of them really did anything that special. So I would just use like shower gel, conditioner. If I had leftover hair conditioner, that was a good one. But this is amazing. It feels so good on the skin, and it's like the beach in a jar. This is so good. So Cocoa Cloud from Truly. I do have a code and a link with them, so if you shop through the link, I do get a small commission, but the code will save you money, and it's so worth it. If you want something to really like give you that slick close shave and moisturize your skin, this is so good. I ran out of it because it actually made me want to shave more. Like I actually enjoyed shaving, and I hate shaving, so the fact that it made me like want to shave even in the wintertime, which usually is when I like skimp on shaving, a lot of us do, who cares, but I've actually been wanting to feel that like silky smooth feeling, so I love this. Now next up, seemingly unrelated, I love Sunday Riley products, but I got this CEO C+E Micro Dissolve Cleansing Oil. Now this works. I'm not bashing the product. Like I have yet to find a Sunday Riley product that doesn't work for me, and I love most of them, but this one has a smell, and the best way I can describe this smell is if you've ever been really hungover and you were to smell cheap vodka. This is what it smells like. It's like a horrible, like strong alcohol scent, like a liquor type of scent. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't use it on my face. So I actually, when I ran out of my Cocoa Cloud, I put this in my shower and I started shaving with it because I was desperate for something like my Cocoa Cloud. Now this does not compare, but it did decently. I mean, it was repurposing a product, so obviously it's not going to be perfect, but I couldn't do it on my face, and it worked. Like, I tried it twice and just to like make sure, and it worked really well at dissolving makeup, but I just couldn't get over the smell. And it doesn't happen to me a lot, but I definitely am a little bit more sensitive to some smells. This was just, it's the one Sunday Riley product I've ever had a complaint about, really. So, I mean, I still love the brand, but that one's just... Speaking of cleansing oils, I have this Skin Laundry Nourishing Cleansing Oil. I feel like this is an older product. I don't know if this is a recent one. I wouldn't really recommend it just because I have a lot of favorite cleansing balms and oils that I love, and this was just not quite it. It also burned the eyes. If you accidentally get into your eyes a little bit, or if you're actually taking off your makeup, which I want to be able to do. Like, if I'm using a cleansing balm, I want to be able to use it on my eye area and my face. And this oil was great for the face, but just burned the eyes. It's just not my favorite. Like, there's better out there. Now, there's probably going to be a couple of these in here. My Grande Hair shampoo and conditioner is my ultimate favorite. I use this, I mean, bottle after bottle after bottle, but since I have gone with the blonde, and obviously I've done something to kind of like damage my hair, I switched to something that was really hydrating and sulfate free. So I don't know, I will have to go back to this at some point because I really, really love it. If you're not worried about sulfates, definitely try this, especially if you're like me and you have fine hair, or perhaps you have hair that is thin in some areas. It definitely helps, and I felt like my hair fall was so much less using this. So I love this. I'm just for now using something different. Another dry shampoo, because I go through them a lot, Death Valley dry shampoo from R&Co. I had a small bottle of this and I was in love. I was like, oh my god, I found my #1. But something about this big can, like, I don't know if maybe it just never was mixing well, but I could shake and shake and shake and shake. I'd like be sitting there for 5 minutes, and then when I put it in my hair, it's still not really doing that much. But I'm telling you, like, I could not shake this can enough to get it mixed in. I was like upside down, all around shaking, and it just didn't really do it for me. But the small bottle, I think I got in one of my lucky bags from Beautylish, which I will have an unboxing coming of the XL bag. But it just didn't compare, and I'm like, what the heck? Maybe I just got a dud, like maybe this was a bad batch or something like that, because the first one I used was so good. And you know, Death Valley, you definitely want it to be like super oil absorbing, and it just didn't. I'm like, okay, well, I'm disappointed. I have Thayer's Witch Hazel alcohol-free toner. This is the coconut water one. It smells nice. I just don't feel like it was anything special. If you want like a super basic alcohol-free toner, absolutely, like, it gets the job done. But like halfway through I was just like, okay, can I just be done with this one, because I wanted something more. So I've switched to the Ulla Henriksen, the Glow 201, and I like it better. This is just kind of basic. I don't know, I was just looking for something more, but it actually is very good, especially if you're sensitive. I think this would be a great one to try. Uber Energy. Now I have a supplement. I haven't talked a lot about supplements lately. If you guys don't know, I have a little bit of like a heart condition. It's nothing crazy, but I have to be very careful with how much caffeine I intake, and I absolutely do not take energy drinks or energy supplements. But I had this and I was like, okay, it says to take 2, so for a week I took 1 a day, and it does not give me like heart palpitations. I was not feeling like that fluttery feeling. So it's got adaptogens, it's got tyrosine, B5, B6, and I actually went up to the 2 a day like you're supposed to, and I didn't have any issues. So if you want an energy supplement that is not just like caffeine and, you know, stimulating, I think this is really good. I do feel like it helped me. I would definitely purchase it again. Clinique Moisture Surge. It always winds up in my empties. I'm gonna tell you guys too, because there's an empty in my bathroom and I'm not going to get it because I'm lazy, but I'll put a picture right here of the Sunday Riley CEO moisturizer. I love that one. Very hydrating, great for dry skin, brightens a little bit, so good. Moisture Surge I use as a last step. Now I worked for Clinique, I'm gonna throw that down, it's like gross. I worked for Clinique for maybe 2 years, maybe not even that long, and I went to many trainings, and the trainings were the best part of everything, but that is meant to be used as a hydrator, like over all of your other stuff. So if you're putting on like moisturizer, oil, like you're getting to the end of your routine, you would still put that last. It's meant to like seal everything in. That's how we were taught anyway. And that's what I do. So sometimes if I'm doing like a strong retinol, I'll put an oil on because my skin will get dry from the retinol. So the oil helps to like negate the dryness basically. And then the Moisture Surge over top, it's like this hydrating little cushion, and it just feels like a veil of moisture. And if my skin throughout the night starts to get dry, your skin just kind of absorbs it a little bit. And I love it. I mean, it's a great product. When I left Clinique, I didn't take a ton of products with me. Like, I basically kept the things that I loved, and that was one of them for sure. Oh my God, I'm going so slow. Collagen Love. I feel like collagen is just one of those things you have to take for a while to see a difference. And when I ran out of my Vital Proteins collagen powder, I started using this, but I honestly feel like in the powder form works for me a little bit better. My joints felt a little bit more cushiony, and I feel like my skin was looking good. So I've gone back to my Vital Proteins. This was good if you want a supplement and you're like, I cannot do the powder in my drinks or whatever. Definitely Collagen Love from Hum is a good one. Another Grande hair shampoo and conditioner. This Kopari hydrating body wash, so good. I've been meaning to repurchase it, but I look at my collection of stuff and I'm like, oh my God, I need to use all these body washes that I have. It's the need to be not wasteful that drives me sometimes to not purchase things that I love. But if you need a body wash, this Kopari one is so good. It smells amazing. It's just like a hint of coconut. It's a very light scent. You smell really great after the shower, but not strong at all. And it's a little bit hydrating, but will not leave you feeling like greasy or anything. So I love this one in the summertime. It's like the right amount of hydration in my skin. And I can't say enough good things. I do have a code with Kopari. I'll put it right up here. It's just Amy, and it saves you 20%. So definitely check this out if you need a body wash and you want something just a little bit, a little bit nicer than what you pick up at the drugstore. So good. Tropical Cleanse from Glam Glow. I don't know. I think they still carry this. I mean, they did 6 months ago. And I do like this. It's a daily exfoliating cleanser. It's kind of hydrating. It's very gentle on the skin with just a light exfoliation. Personally, I use more exfoliating products than this, so this is very gentle. But if you need something that is gentle for maybe sensitive skin, I would definitely give this one a go. I liked it a lot. The Dr. Brandt Clean Biotic Cleanser. This one I've really been enjoying too. This was a very good basic cleanser. It's pH balanced, which I love. It has chlorophyll, but this was just kind of like a basic good cleanser. Definitely didn't strip my skin, so if you want something basic that will not leave you feeling dry, I feel like this is a really good option. I did use this Oribe Gold Lust shampoo and conditioner in between my Grande ones. I just don't feel like Oribe is worth the price. Their stuff is so expensive, and don't get me wrong, it's good, but I just don't see paying for the full size of this when I love other ones so much. So yeah, I feel like a lot of theirs is like it smells very good, it looks luxurious, but I feel like it's overpriced. The Fresh Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence, and I believe I am going to be getting the cleansing treatment from them, but this is really nice. It's an essence, so you put this on after toner, before serum, like if you're using all those steps. And I feel like with this one, it's just one of those where if you use it for several weeks and then you take it away and you stop using it, you realize kind of what it was doing for you. It's pollution protection, it's age delay, so it's kind of hard to see those results and understand like what it's actually doing. But I feel like when I stopped using it, my skin wasn't as like smooth and plump. It was just something. It's like that magic little ingredient that you can't quite pinpoint like exactly what it's doing for you. So it's one of those like you use it and then you stop using it and you're like, shit, now I need it back in my life. So I really do like this. I love Fresh products, and this is a little bit more bougie, but it's so good. Their products are amazing. This is the Derm Medicine Weightless Face Moisturizer SPF 25. I used this when I first moved here. I use it all completely up as my daily sunscreen, moisturizing sunscreen, just for the morning time. And I did like it. I don't really know what to say. It's like, it's good. It did the job. It wasn't like, oh my God, blowing my socks off. But if you're looking for like a basic moisturizer with SPF, it's good. there are others out there. There is a little bit of like that whitish purplish haze on the skin. You know, be wary of that. If you have a deeper skin tone, this may not be the one you want to pick up for sure. Mud Masky Hair Mask Scalp Treatment. I don't know about this. I use this whenever I was using a hair mask. I would use this in the shower before the mask because it's like a scalp treatment and a hair mask and a shampoo. I don't know. I feel like it's a jack of all trades, master of none situation where I don't really know, like when I stopped using it, I didn't feel the urge to buy it. Like it wasn't anything that special. It did like, you know, massage it to the scalp a little bit, which is nice. I like scalp scrubs if you can ever get them into your scalp and feel like you're actually massaging it, but it was nice. It's just kind of one of those things where I'm like, oh, I don't really know. Like, I don't know if it did anything that special. This I loved. This is the Pistache Skincare Pistachio Oil Pistachio Body Butter Hydrating Pistachio Body Butter. This was really, really nice. It was just this little pouch and I used every bit up. I loved how it was in a pouch. You could squeeze every bit of it out. Oh, there's like the tiniest little bit. So it's like this light green little hand cream. You ever do that? Like you just rub your backs of your hands together so you don't have to get it everywhere. Oh, I love this smell. It's like a little pistachio sweetness. It's kind of like, you know how things are supposed to be almond scented, but they smell like this light sweet scent that you can't quite really put your finger on. That's kind of what it smells like. This is so good. I would definitely, like, I would purchase this again. I have too many lotions as it is, but this is like dreamy and your skin feels satiny afterwards. It doesn't feel oily or greasy. Like there's this nice little, like, you can just rub your hand all over it, but it smells good, it feels good, like I love it. Made in California. Go ahead. My beauty blender. This beauty blender became so like coarse that I was like, okay, it's time to throw it away. But this was like the aqua one. Beauty blender is not the sponge that I reach for all the time. It's still a great sponge, of course. Like the beauty blender was the standard, but I find myself reaching for my e.l.f. sponge, my makeup eraser sponge, my standout beauty sponge, of course, my colored rain sponge. There's a lot of sponges that I reach for and this just isn't really it. I have beauty blenders and they're amazing, they work, but I don't know, maybe it's just because everybody, you know, used beauty blenders for so long, but I really wanted to branch out and I love my standout beauty sponge because you can use it wet or dry and I love the convenience of that and the shape of it, so it's great. I mean, beauty blenders are great. I have another Omega the Great. This is an Omega supplement. I don't really think you can see a noticeable difference when you take an Omega, but it's really good for your heart and body. But these are a really good source of like omega-3 fatty acids, things like that, so it's more health oriented and I do love my home supplements, but I don't know that I can sit here and tell you like, oh, it did this and this. I mean, it's great. It's good to take. I definitely take it. There is no fishy aftertaste with that. I will say that. That is the one thing that I was like, yes, I would definitely use this one over and over because there's no fishy taste. So we have Sukari Baby Facial from Drunk Elephant. When this came out, some people were saying how like rough it was on their skin or it was burning. I just don't find that. Maybe it's just because my skin's a little bit tougher, not as sensitive. My skin will get red, but there's no burning to it whatsoever. And it is nice. It's a very nice one. I have to say though, I feel like the Ulla Henriksen Fat Glow Facial is better than this one. I feel like I see a bigger difference and they're very, very similar. So I would go for the Ulla one. I think it's less expensive too and basically does the same thing and I think it's better. Okay, another Oribe Gold Lust Dry Shampoo. It was good. A good dry shampoo. It didn't really knock my socks off, but if I were to get it, I'd definitely use it all the way up. It's a good one. Again, a little bit pricey. One of my favorite brow products, precisely my brow pencil from Benefit, is one of my all-time favorites. This is my like easy, like throw it on type of pencil. It's super easy to apply, tiny enough for little hair strokes, and I definitely need it because I fill in like basically here to here. Whole thing is just pencil or pomade or whatever, but so good. I usually wear shade 3. Glam Glow Youth Mud Glow Stimulating Treatment. This one gave me quite a tingle, and I don't know if my skin is just, you know, getting less sensitive to some things, more sensitive to others. I don't know, but my skin was like really stimulated. Yeah, glow stimulating. It was stimulating for sure. but it is nice and my skin looked great once the redness went away. Now, of the cleansing oils that I've used in maybe last year altogether, this was the oil that I love the most. This is the Yensa CBD Superfood Dual Cleansing Oil. This brand, Yensa, I've really loved their products, and this cleansing oil like did the job. Did not burn my eyes, just stripped away all the makeup and left my skin feeling great. So definitely recommend that one. But CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation, I loved this. It was very hydrating. It just worked beautifully. I have no complaints like whatsoever. It had SPF in it too. So if I wanted like a quick, beautiful foundation, this was it. I've been using from CoverGirl the Clean Fresh Skin Milk, and it's maybe a little less coverage than this, but they're pretty similar and I love them both. All right, we've got like a bunch of tiny things. So Grande Lash, this is a mini of Grande Lash, but I've used full sizes. It is finally helping my lashes again because I was so bad about applying it for a long time. So now I'm a little bit more like religious about putting it on, and my lashes are really starting to grow, but I can't wait like another month or two from now. So I love Grande Lash. Just make sure if you get this, take it out, you pop it out of your tube. I do 1, 2, and that's it. You don't need to put on more than that. Your eyes can get irritated, but it's usually just from putting too much on because it will seep into your eye, but this works so well if you want to grow your lashes. Tatcha, the water cream, very good lightweight moisturizer. I recommend it more for oily skin. I am drier, so I don't tend to use those types of moisturizers as much, but it is really nice. Now I do have to say this Moroccan oil all-in-one leave-in conditioner, to be a small size, I feel like I was able to see some difference, so I feel like this is really good. I love this. It smells so good. Like Zach compliments me on how my hair smells when I use this, so I might need to get a full size of this one, but it's hydrating and I feel like my hair was just like soft, hydrated, more manageable looking, and I used it basically from the time that I got my hair done until it was empty, and it's so good. I got 2 You to the People Kale Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Cleansers, 2 little guys. I also have a big one. I was like, let me use these little ones up. But this to me is like the best basic, really good cleansing gel that will not strip your skin, will not make you dry, and I just love it. You to the People has some great products. Speaking of You to the People, the Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream is another moisture cream that is very lightweight, gel-like. It feels great on the skin. I did use this during the summer, so I loved it, but once again, just a little bit more suited for like combo, like normal combo or oily skin. Dr. Dennis Groth Alpha Beta Cleansing Gel. This was like 3 uses. I liked it, but it was like 3 uses. House of Lashes Glue is my go-to. It's the one I want to reach for every time. I also use this to apply my little faux freckles. So I use this for like gemstones, little freckles and stuff like that. Anything that I have to put on my face, because it holds on well, but it doesn't like pull my skin. It doesn't irritate my skin. So I love the House of Lashes Lash Glue. Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. If you like a traditional eyeshadow primer, this is probably my go-to of any eyeshadow primer. I do tend to go for like my P. Louise base, which to me, they're the 2 types of eye primers. This being more traditional. It primes the lid, helps it not crease, last longer. And then we have P. Louise base, which does those things, but is more, almost more of a concealer consistency, but doesn't crease the way that concealer does. And it stays a little bit more like emollient. It doesn't dry down as fast, but I do love my eyeshadow primer potion. And then finally, Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This little guy is good. I feel like, once again, it's just a tiny one, so I need to use it longer. But if there is times when I don't want to use a retinol, or for instance, if I'm spending a lot of time in the sun during the day, I'm not going to usually put on a retinol at night because I will get like spots. I'll get sunspots, and I can tell even with lots of sunscreen reapplying. So I feel like Advanced Night Repair would be a great alternative maybe in the summer if you do spend a lot of time in the sun. Use this at night instead of a retinol. It's just one of those that I would have to try more, but I know this is a raved about product. It's like an OG favorite, so I'm sure it's amazing. All right, that was a lot of products. I talked for like 30 minutes, so I need to hopefully condense this a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my empties. Also, peep my ridiculously burned finger. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but I've been burning my fingers like non-stop on hair tools. I don't know what my problem is. And this wasn't even like a new hair tool. This was just my straightener. So I'm a menace to myself. what can I say? So thank you guys so much for hanging with me. Be sure to hit the like button and let me know that you like these videos. Also, if you want to see these more often, maybe a little bit more in-depth reviews, let me know and I can do that for you. And I hope you guys are having a great new year so far. Hopefully things will continue to get better and better for us all. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!